Hey, welcome to this video. In this video, I want to talk about where do you start if you want to be a homeowner, but you're nervous about it. The biggest thing I think that's important to do is to start getting a budget, start tracking what you're spending. There's a lot of good resources that you can look at online. One is NerdWallet that has a really simple way of explaining where your dollars should go. The other way is to do something maybe old-fashioned, do an Excel sheet and track every single dollar and see where it's going. Another thing is mint.com has some really good resources, but being aware of where you're spending your money really helps to empower you to know where your holes are. Like, we all have different holes. For instance, mine personally, it's the going out to dinner, and sometimes if we're traveling, I just find that we're going to spend more because I just feel like more like I can. And that's not always good because sometimes there's not a lot of paying attention when I'm doing something like that. So where are your holes? You still have to be a human being, right? So, maybe it's that you cut down your going out to eat. Instead of going 4 days a week, can you cut it down to 2, or can you cut it down to 1 day a week? The thing is owning a home is probably one of the best investments that you can make. But when you're in your 20s and maybe not thinking that far ahead, because maybe 40s, 50s, 60s seems just so far away, let me tell you, it can smack you in the face when it gets close to that. But sometimes needing to do the hard work or the boring work is not fun. But again, I can't stress it enough that it can be empowering when you know where every dollar goes. Now, once you have a sense of where every dollar goes, and maybe you're still scared about buying a home, how about trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I spending every single month? What do I have to spend no matter what? That's the number that no matter what, you've got to make certain that you can pay. All right, why don't you come up with a game? Maybe that game is that you say, hey, could I save 3 months or 6 months worth of what I'm spending every single month? So that way I have a cushion or a reserve. And if you can do that, if you can get to 3 or 6 months where you've built that up, you're slowly beginning those habits of becoming a saver and saving for what's known as the rainy day fund that I would be told when I was younger. All right, so you've worked on your budget. Now you've worked on coming up with savings. Now let's take it a step further. Can you make a mock or a fake payment? So if you're nervous about talking to somebody like me or talking to a mortgage person, all right, just go online, Google a mortgage calculator, and just start playing around with some numbers. Just come up with maybe whatever that fake number is going to be as a payment. Could you put that in the bank every single month and not pick at it? If you start to pick at it, that's going to tell you again, where are your holes? Where did you spend that money? And what do you need to reel in? Again, remember, you're going to be human. You're going to want to have a great human experience. The home will definitely help you have a great human experience because, again, fast forward yourself into your 50s, 60s, 70s. When you have something that you can sell that's an asset, it is way better than when you're renting something and you've just been throwing money away. So I hope the tips help. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and share this with anyone that maybe is trying to figure out, hey, where do I start? So hope these help. Thanks.